Chris,
Yes, ma'am.
I see you.
There you go. I'm getting everybody into the meeting. Everybody automatically enters a waiting room. So I wanted to make sure that if somebody got on here and displayed something or did something they weren't supposed to, I could kick them out of the meeting.
Sounds good.
All righty, and getting everybody unmuted here. All right, there you go. Alrighty, there's Will. Admit him to the meeting. Tommy admits. There we go. Hey, David.
Hello.
Can you see me, Chris?
Oh, let's see here. Yes, ma'am. Gotcha. Yep.
All right.
Red lipstick and glasses. Gotcha.
Yeah, what else would it be?
No, that's me.
Oh, Tommy, look at you in your virtual background.
It's the shine off my head, actually. It's
Oh, I love it. So, Tommy, I don't know if you saw, there are people online that are creating their backgrounds for virtual meetings.
right.
So one where it looks like you're in Tom Cruise's jet plane. One is the Krusty Krab from SpongeBob SquarePants. It's pretty funny.
When you got time, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, seriously, good point.
Can y'all see me, Chris?
Yeah, let's see. I heard you, Will, but I can't see you. Hold on one second.
I'm sorry, I thought that was Eric.
There you go. Just send a request for your video.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, man.
There you go. On the front porch, look at you.
on the porch. That's right.
Lucky man.
That's about the only place I get good enough service.
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, if we're on a lockdown, there's no better weather to be in during a lockdown. You know, at least it's not 20 degrees and snowing. So,
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
let's see, there's Donna. We will admit Donna. There you go. Okay, she's coming in the meeting. Connecting to audio. Here comes Chad. All right. Hey, Donna. No audio yet. Her audio is still connecting.
It's got it. Try now, Donna.
Donna, can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfect. I
hear you.
unmuted you. You're good. Okay, here comes Carl Lang. Chad Howell, unmute. There you go. Hey, Chad.
Hey,
Are you in car or patrol car?
I'm in patrol car.
Oh, okay.
Columbia's finest.
There you go. All right, we're getting Mr. Beaver in here now. All right, there you go, Mr. Beaver. Can you hear us? Not yet. Hold on. His audio is connecting.
Go lay down. Go lay down.
Okay. Can you hear us, Mr. Beaver?
Yes, sir.
All righty, sounds good. It's good you got hooked up. Outstanding. All righty, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 so far.
Hello, team.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, Denny.
We got you.
Hello there, Madam Chair.
Ooh, I'm in a chair. I'm in a chair, the queen's chair, the locked up chair.
Staying safe and staying in the house.
Yeah, you got the elderly on, so you've done good.
That's because we're all at home.
That's all. That's right. That's right. Thank goodness for pretty weather.
Amen.
Well, it wouldn't be a meeting unless some came late.
Well, we got 30 seconds.
3 minutes.
We've got 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
All right, let's see here. Getting Jake. Okay.
3 minutes.
Yes, yeah, I got about 3 minutes. And,
Okay, that'll give
and
me-
we have a quorum, and the meeting is being recorded.
Good. That'll give me 3 minutes to find somewhere to stay stationary.
Yeah, we don't want to see you go, ah! So yeah, don't do that. That would not be good.
Oh no, I don't drive that fast. Although if you hear the sirens, I mean, that's, all bets are off.
Good point.
Oh, look at that. The screensaver behind him. Come on, Tommy.
Like Tommy's.
Tommy. Now I'm gonna have to get creative for Monday.
And I thought mine would be the most unique, being in a patrol car. Nope, I was wrong.
Yeah, good point. Hey, yeah, Chad, get you with a perp behind you. That's definitely a
Yeah.
video.
I'll kind of move it with to the back. How about
Jack had Pee Wee's Playhouse as a background a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go, Chad. Get you a crackhead in the background. That will
Yeah.
definitely, you'll definitely go viral on that one.
Oh, goodness.
Hey, Chris, Kenny Boyd is here.
Hey, Kenny, got you. Michael, can you hear us?
What about Nathan?
Let's see here. No, Nathan yet. Let me hear. Michael, can you hear us? I'll take that as a no. Let's see here.
Chris, it's Jake. Do you have me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Got you in there.
All right, thank you.
Blue polo. Got you. All righty. Kenny what? All right, Perriman, admit him. All right, Michael, can you hear us? No. All right, let me see if I can.
77, he was employed at Kroger South, 1202 South James Campbell. Maybe at the fuel station, a black Chevy truck and a Dodge Neon. They're going to speak to an officer about 2 black males following their daughter earlier.
7 Mary 3.
Michael, can you hear us now? Okay, there you go. Can you hear me now, Michael? Nope. Okay. There you go. How about now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Excellent. All righty. Here comes Miss Parker.
Mr. Fulbright.
Yes, how are things going?
Good.
Good.
Okay. Kristen, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay.
Got it.
All righty. Madam Chair, we have a quorum.
Good.
So we ready to take roll?
Yes, sure.
Okay, got you. Let me move my stuff around the screen here so I can get some space. All righty. So roll call. Let's see here. So
Let David call roll.
okay.
Seriously?
I'll call roll. Miss Parker.
Here.
Miss Kinzer's here. Miss Hopkins. Mr. Fulbright.
Here.
Mr. Moore.
Present.
Mr. Atkinson. Mr. Sims. Mr. Moore, what about Mr. Sims?
Mr. Sims is present.
He's muted.
Okay.
I am present.
There you go.
All right. Mr. Beaver,
Here.
Mr. Howell, I see him.
Here.
Ms. Morency,
Here.
and Mr. Dudley is absent. So we have a quorum. We're ready to go.
Yes, ma'am.
I need a motion. Am I going to get to see everybody, or have they explained how this works for me?
Okay,
Chris?
gotcha. So, oh, sorry. So I'm sharing the screen right now. So you should see the BOE Connect.
I got it.
So we're now on adopt agenda.
Got it.
If you hit your, let's see here. I've always been a leader. I've never been a participant. Can other people see the video screen?
In the corner.
Okay, you can. So if you expand the video screen, if you pull it out, you'll be able to see everybody's video.
Okay, just a minute.
So that's what I've got. I've got expanded to a 5:3 so I can see everybody.
I see you, great big you.
Okay.
Miss Kinzer,
Yes.
if you grab the very edge of the video and hold down your mouse button and pull it to the left, it will expand everything.
I'm using my iPad. I have my other one. I'm just using my iPad. So tell me what I do.
455 or 464 status.
I don't have a mouse.
I'm trying to think. You should be able to just do it with your finger. Just touch and drag. Oh, pull over with your finger, and it should make the screen bigger.
Tommy, if they touch,
It is
can they
bigger.
expand?
It's huge.
They should, like with their fingers, expand it.
Pinch and expand?
All right. Clearly, it is full screen right now.
Okay,
Okay.
that's probably it then.
Okay. So I'm going to open the meeting, call the meeting to order. We've had roll call. And
I'd like to make a
adopt-
motion to adopt the agenda.
I'll second.
Mr. Moore has made the motion to adopt the agenda. Mr. Howell has seconded the motion. Is there any discussion?
Do you want me to open electronic voting, or do you want to do this by a roll call vote?
We'll do it by roll call vote.
Okay.
I think this is just one thing on the agenda, so I think that would be all right.
Okay.
So let's roll call then. Ms. Parker, how do you vote?
Aye. Yes.
Ms. Kinzer votes aye. Mr. Fulbright?
Aye.
Moore? Mr. Moore?
Aye.
Mr. Sims?
Aye.
Mr. Beaver?
Aye.
Oh, that was an okay. Mr. Howell?
Aye.
Ms. Morency?
Aye.
And that motion does pass. The only item on the agenda is the facilities request by the Murray Regional Childcare. You have an attachment to that?
Yes,
And,
ma'am. Yes.
I have, actually, I'm looking at on my laptop at the attachment. I didn't know I could do it on that. So the rationale is there as well. Is there any, we need a motion?
Yes.
Motion to approve.
Mr. Moore?
Second.
Mr. Moore made the motion to approve. Mr. Howell seconded the motion. Is there any discussion or questions to Dr. Marzak about this?
Yes, I have some questions.
All right.
So Ms. Kinzer, before we get started, I have Kenny Boyd from Murray Regional, as well as Robin Peary is on. So would you prefer that we present, or would you prefer that we answer questions?
I would be satisfied with questions, personally.
Okay.
Okay, that
But that's just
sounds
me.
good. Were they prepared to present?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
think you gave a pretty detailed description of the email we got today as well, and the other day. So I kind of think we know what we're talking about. But I think that it would just be let's just have questions, and I think Mr. Moore asked for the floor.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. My first question, I guess the main question I have is are we satisfied that this doesn't present any kind of carryover risk to students once we do open schools back up? And are we satisfied that this can be, this is not any legal risk to us as a school district?
Mm-hmm. Mr. Perriman, can you cover cleaning and building maintenance, please?
Yeah, we're going to clean daily. At the end of the day, ABM will be in there. The staff on site will clean hourly and as needed. I'm also working to make sure the day porter will be there as he would during school hours. Once the program is ended and we've started back to school, we'll go through the rooms that we use for this program, just like we're doing right now, and completely hit them top to bottom again. So they will have the same treatment that we have with our current facilities across the district.
Are there any other questions? I have a question. How will you screen these the children? How will that? Do they apply? Do they just come? How will that determine who gets the service?
Mr. Boyd, can you cover that, please, from Murray Regional's perspective?
Sure. And Robin is on the line as well from the Boys and Girls Club, who is partnering with us to kind of be the lead on site if the board gives us approval this evening. First, thank you guys for your time this evening. I appreciate it. And on behalf of Murray Regional, we appreciate it as well. The screening process, there's a very detailed application that the group has come to consensus on that asks all the necessary questions. It's basically modeled after the Boys and Girls Club regular application. And it is based on their, right now it's set up for Murray Regional Health employees. And they would make that application, and it's really on a first come, first served basis at this point in time if get that information turned in to the organization inside of the limited number of slots we have, which is currently set at 45 slots. If the approves us to use the 5 classrooms as we requested, which allows us to keep the student count at 9 and the supervisor count at 1, therefore staying within the CDC guidelines of no more than 10 people in a space. Robin, do you have anything else you'd like to add to that?
I think that pretty much covers it. They currently have to be a Murray Regional employee with space permits. We would like to send that to police and fire, but we have very limited response right now. We will be asking them on the application their current employer and supervisor so that we can verify that with Murray Regional. They'll also be asked to show their employee ID at initial drop-off.
And another thing to cover that hasn't been addressed is this is not a daycare program for Murray Regional staff. They're only allowed to use this when they're working or when they're coming off 3rd shift and they need to get home to get to sleep. The main idea of this program was created so that Murray Regional staff would be able to work and triage patients as opposed to having to stay home to take care of children, so they could be more on site to help our community. So that as well.
When do you think you'll be up and running pending this approval tonight?
If the board would give us approval this evening, Madam Chairwoman, we would like to have this up and going next Tuesday. We're already running into childcare issues in the organization and staff being able to come to work. And looking at the CDC and national estimates on when we predict a surge in COVID-19 patients in our region, it is going to be within the next 12 to 14 days. And so we would like to get this up and going to ensure that our staff has access to childcare for school-aged children during what would normally be a school day, of which right now they don't have other options for. So Tuesday is what we're shooting for.
And let me just say this, I think we're happy to do this. I'm proud we're doing it, but we just want to thank you and Murray Regional and all the healthcare professionals that are helping us through this crisis.
Thank you for that. I will pass that on to the group.
Is there any other discussion?
May I just add this is Robin Peary with the Boys and Girls Club. Just a quick clarification. We had discussed hoping to do a training at the site on Monday. And that's also when we would see what rooms we had and finalize the layout. We've been working on plans for 2 weeks now to make sure we thought through everything before we put this request before you. But an on-site training and get access to the space on Monday and then start serving children on Tuesday.
Okay. Any other questions? Then we're ready to vote.
Ms. Kinter?
Excuse me. Go ahead. Yes.
Sorry, this is Kristen Parker. I think Mr. Moore had also asked about just legalities. I know Mr. Wilver's on the call as well. I assume he reviewed the contract and the MOU and everything looks good from our end on that. Is that correct?
Hold on.
Muted.
Hold on, Jake.
There he is.
Jake, unmute your video.
Okay. Can you hear
There you
me?
go. Go ahead.
Mute the attorney. That's a good idea. The contract looks fine. I don't have any problem with the contract. You know, this is unusual. The governor said close down the buildings, close down schools. We're essentially reopening for this purpose. You guys have already reopened other facilities for other limited purposes, so I don't see this as any different. But contract-wise, I think it's fine. One question that I have, in a typical facilities usage, you would require the entity using to provide proof of insurance or an insurance certificate. I don't know if you're going to require that this time. Honestly, we've had some discussions with our insurance agent. I don't know that those went a long ways. They couldn't say that they wouldn't cover. They didn't say that they would cover. I think you've got pretty much the same liability as you do with any other use of the facilities. So, I mean, I can't tell you it's completely guaranteed that you don't have any issues there, but I think under the circumstances, you're trying to do the right thing and open the facilities up. So I think it's a manageable risk.
So do we have the certificate of insurance, that we ask for on a normal basis?
Yes, you should already have that on file, Kristen. We already have Murray County Public Schools listed on our insurance policy for our existing MOU with Boys and Girls Club.
Right, I know Boys and Girls Club does, but what about Murray Regional? Or, I mean, because this is a partnership between all three entities, the way I read the MOU, correct?
I don't know that the liability or the exposure would come from Murray Regional, so don't worry about that as much. Since it would be Boys and Girls Club employees, that would be the source of exposure for us, and just normal premises liability, like someone comes to a football game and falls on the bleachers or something like that. We've still got that kind of exposure, but again, we're to some degree protected also by the Governmental Tort Liability Act, so I don't think any of this is unmanageable.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions, discussion? Then we're ready to vote. Once again, a roll call vote. Ms.
Madam
Parker.
Chair,
Oh, excuse me.
Nathan Atkinson's in the meeting now, so we can take his vote as well.
Good. I did see him come up just a minute ago, so that's good. Welcome, Nathan. Ms. Parker.
Aye.
Ms. Kinzer votes aye. Mr. Fulbright.
Aye.
Mr. Moore.
Aye.
Mr. Atkinson.
Aye.
Mr. Sims.
Aye.
Mr. Beaver.
Aye.
Mr. Howell.
Aye.
Ms. Morency.
Aye.
All right, that motion does pass. Now, there's no more anything else on the agenda, so I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay, motion by Mr. Howell to adjourn. He beat you.
Second.
I beat Mr. Moore there, didn't he? Second by Mr. Moore. So all those in favor say aye all together.
Aye.
Aye.
All right, have a good evening.
All right.
All right,
Thank
good
you,
night.
everyone.
Thank you.
Bye,
See
y'all.
everybody Monday.
What do I do? How do we get off?
I got you.